What's up, everybody? This is Aircrete-Harry, and today I'm here to tell you I've started my experimental greenhouse. And I call it an experimental greenhouse because I have three different things going on here. The first is the obvious. I'm building a tile wall greenhouse. The greenhouse is going to be built out of tires, similar to Earthship. And the reason I say experimental is because unlike an Earthship where number one, it's a lot of labor. You have to fill the tires with soil and you pound it with a sledgehammer. It's just I like the idea of the Earthships, but I don't like the labor. And usually there's like a million volunteers that you need. If you had to pay for the labor for Earthship, it's astronomical prices. So anyway, the experiment here is to remove one side wall of the tire, fill it with soil, and then run over it with my compactor, the vibrating compactor. And I don't see any reason why that's not going to work just fabulously. So what I've done is with this first row of tires, I took both sides out. So the soil I put in here will be in contact with the soil under it. But it's just my base layer. After this layer, all the other tires that go on top will only have one side wall cut out, and it'll be staggered, filled with soil, and vibrated. And I'm going to do that for every layer of tires. And there'll only be one side. It's going to have like maybe 10 or 12 tires tall. The other side here will only have 2 tires tall, because this will be the front. But I was giving myself a barrier from any of the animals that like to crawl and tunnel through. So basically, I'm going to end up making an impenetrable wall for any of these digging creatures, so they can't come in and start munching out on our greens. So that's the other benefit. It's going to be pretty tight. I don't think the bottom's all rock. There's nothing digging through here. It's just the sides. Creatures do dig. You see holes all over through here. So anyway, there'll be 2 rows of tires, this one and another, but the sides and what's the back wall will be about 12 high. And so anyway, that's the experiment. I got this great sidewall cutting machine, and we've been cutting the sidewalls off of these tires. It's been a breeze. And in fact, if you stick around, you can watch the video of Mrs. Aircrete and I doing these tires. So the second experiment going on is a geothermal energy tubing. And so what I have is 6-inch corrugated tubing that is buried, and there's 200 feet of corrugated tubing buried in the ground. And the idea for that is, and that's also why there's a mountain of soil here, I actually pushed the soil that we dug out of here on top to give some more soil depth to the tubes, because the 6-inch corrugated tubes are only about 2 feet deep, because that's all the soil we have here. There's a ton of rock. And so I pushed the soil up. So now I have my 8 feet of soil on top of my tubing. And so that's the second experiment. In the third experiment, I also have PEX tubing in the ground, about I think 300 feet of PEX tubing. And the PEX tubing idea is going to be for making water from air. So the idea is to pump water through the tubing, have that water absorb the heat of the earth, which should be approximately 52 degrees. And as that water comes back out, it'll go through a radiator, like a car radiator, an aluminum radiator. And the idea is the temperature difference between the outside ambient air and the cooler water going through will cause condensation on that radiator plate. And that should just drip, and I should be able to collect that water. I know there are systems that exist that make a lot of water from air, but this is what I think going to be the simplest system that pretty much anyone can build. So if this works as I think it will, it's going to be a big game changer for people like myself who have to haul water. I have to go with my trailer. I travel a few miles and, load up 500 to 800 gallons at a time, and then I bring it back and transfer it to my other water tank. So, that's what we have to do because the well water around here is very bad. And who wants to dig? I don't know how long you'd have to drill to get water around here.
Tapped in. Lately my life had a fast man, but it's ass plan. Fight for my life with the brass hands, and I still ball with a bad hand. Got an aerial point of view, but they'll never see the big picture through zoom lens. From the quicksand, make it push start, type of Benz coupe with the tent plan. I'm back on my bender rolls for the kicks. They quick to give them 2 cents. Put my circle tight like we glued hands. Like I don't believe in new friends. Trail light, I know the ice thin. I drop the song, get a few wins. I crave the comfort in my own skin. Really, I just wanna feel the world spin. If I check, watch me double that. I get it lit, I watch it bubble up. Remember opening for shows, know a show, but I pulled through, I muscled up. Now the label one fuck with us. I spin the paper, let them know what's up. I figured out we really onto something, cause jealous niggas give a subtle love. Crazy, they hella shaky on that really, bruh, that's fake. Shit, see through the shade, shit, they so unstable. Done waiting, I'm a wanderlust, I'm really going all the way to places. Never thought I'd take it all off the phrases, but I can't get no sleep, landing in the weeks. Life is bittersweet, I can't really explain it, but it's everything I need. At least for now, I think that everything might be alright, okay, yeah. I can't get no sleep, landing in the weeks. Life is bittersweet, I can't really explain it, but it's everything I need. At least for now, I think that everything might be alright, okay. These days, I get replays. Blue faces, how I decorated the loose page. Remember how I used to serve the plate, clean the food tray. Working 8 to 4 from Tuesday through the weekdays. Hustle evenings at the stool off Highway 92. In Hayward, always running just a few lanes. Tucking a new game, back to the crib and I color in new ways. Building a new blade, but the budget tied me down like shoestrings. Collected the loose change, those were the days that made me. She on my line like a beacon. She could've swore that I was cheating. Be honest, I was barely breathing. Chasing the life how I wanted it, knowing that you was all that I need. Puzzle that all of the pieces that fit like a glove. You sit it right in front of me. How I don't see it. Hit up the Brody to vent, like thought tonight, take it easy. Am I on or something, or am I reaching to be validated? Instead I get told from the parking space, why do it feel like I could have a vote full of ominous faces to all that won't save us? I thought the ground was for the breaking, look like it's all overrated. Yeah, like it's all overrated. Like it's all overrated to me. Like it's all overrated to me. I can't get no sleep, living in the weeks. Life is bittersweet, I can't really explain it, but it's everything I need. At least for now I think that everything might be alright, okay, yeah. I can't get no sleep, living in the weeks. Life is bittersweet, I can't really explain it, but it's everything I need. At least for now I think that everything might be alright, okay, yeah.
You call me a saint, but you know I'm a stranger, all willing and able to do what you want. You think I'm a thinker, but I'm just a singer, all busy and pretty, just making believe trusting me, I could be making it all up, you know. I control you, don't know me. I'm a danger to myself. I control you, don't know me. I am fading unfelt. Oh, you look worried, and maybe you should be, 'cause this is a warning that I'm throwing out. 'Cause I'm the worst player that ever will play you, to mix up sweet words with the girl's sanity. Boy, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling down to obscurity. Don't let me ever be this alone. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling. Shouldn't be trusting me, I could be making it all up, you know. I control you, don't know me. I'm a danger to myself. I control you, don't know me. I am fading unfelt. I think about us, I think about us calling. I think about us, I think about us falling through the dark night and through time, towards the light when you'll be mine. I think about us, I know the dawn is for us. I dream about us, I dream about the start of